So like I mentioned, like I think she was sort of a guardian angel, but most of the things she did for me I might never know, because a lot of that was done anonymously. And people might have asked her opinion when I was being on the faculty of the University of Washington, or some other, or maybe a proposal was sent to her, who knows? We'll never know for sure. But I know she was a favorite. And she and Peggy Limon were very active in feminist issues. She never pressured me to be involved in that very much, and I didn't have time and energy for it. I had students and field projects, and I really wasn't really interested in, and it might also have hurt. My husband may not have liked it, if I think back. But she understood. She never pressured me in any of those things that were also close to her heart. But when she became president of the American Meteorological Society in the late 80s, I was elected to the council of the American Meteorological Society, and in the early 90s I was on the executive committee, so I got to see her chairing the sessions at the American Meteorological Society headquarters, and she could do all that with great style. I think she was a little uncomfortable being with people looking at her. She had a way of looking away and looking up, but she steeled herself, and she did well in all those things, and she always had great ideas about inclusiveness and important, kind and good things to do for other people. She was a mentor, just to me, but to many people. And in the 90s, I know she gave it away, that she was behind a nomination. Maybe she didn't nominate, but she wrote a letter anyhow for the National Academy of Engineering. She calls me up and says, and this was, I forget how that happened exactly. She had discovered I had some publications that weren't on my CV. And so kind of gave it away that she was checking my CV and what she could say good about me. So, I mean, she really helped many, many people, many, many men as well as women, but the idea of promoting women was very strong in her opinions. And over those years, when I was involved with the American Meteorological Society, I also got to meet her wonderful husband, Bob Simpson. And to know them as a couple was also a joy, because I had known, in her first paper was under the name of Malchus, and then she was Simpson. And they had a very warm and rewarding marriage. And that was a wonderful thing to see, because I had become very fond of her. So I was so glad to know that she now had found harmony in her life. And much later, I forget the context now, but I know that she told me that the things that had been in that first letter about the problems with the family had been somewhat resolved. And she had a good relationship with her daughter, who was the youngest child. And I think that gave her a certain harmony and joy in her later years.